Come on, Coco. Come on, we're on. Come into the garden. Hello, everybody. Hi. Come on,
Hi.
Come, Chiff. Petal's now very interested in the piece of moat over there because we've got a wild mallard nesting in the side of the moat there, and she knows there's a bird around, so she goes sniffing, doesn't she?
She does. She's getting very knowing and very, very clever.
The garden.
Hello.
Yeah.
First of all, hi.
Hiya.
We are doing a pre-record because we've got a wedding this weekend and the weather forecast is looking lovely. But come Sunday,
The weather forecast has changed every day for the last sort of 10 days, so we can sort of see what's happening.
And we check it every day.
Of course we do.
It's the first thing I do. As soon as I wake up, even if it's like 3 in the morning, I check the weather forecast, see what's going on. But it's going to be lovely week, beautiful sunny weather. But by the time that Sunday afternoon comes and we say goodbye, and it's often quite emotional because we've talked for years and years to these people.
It's a long time actually, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We are ready to just kind of, we're a bit pooped, so we're ready to just put our feet up and
Arthur and Dorothy, we'll have a bit of fun. In fact, it's Wednesday, birthday, because Arthur and Dorothy are off and they're in our very large swimming pool, which nobody knows about.
Yeah, we've kind of splashed out on a swimming pool. It might be blue for the moment.
It may be blow up, but it's a swimming pool.
We can't decide. It's a big sort of discussion that we often have, is where if we had a swimming pool, where it would be, and we just haven't agreed on it yet, have we? We haven't.
Well,
I haven't run the...
No, we are disagreeing because I'm not sure about having a swimming pool in my walled garden. By all means, send us an email saying wrong. It's quite. I'm watching Chloe, who's filming. She's being a bit careful because something was touching the back of her legs and she was wetting. I was like, turn around, Chloe, turn around, and it was a little bit of this. And she thought it was something horrible, but look in here. Since we're here, watch, Chloe. Oh my goodness. No, that's the one that's turned the compass. Look at this. See all the worms? A lot of worming going on here. This is the worms. This is one of the big composts. This is the worms.
But that's fair to say. It's for worm tea. Is that right?
This is my little Percy thrower. Who's Percy thrower? No idea. Anybody who's watching this will just sympathise with me. She doesn't know who Percy Thrower is. But
Some sort of garden
guru. He
Guru.
was the man in the day. But we do that for worm tea because the actual worms do the same sort of composting and they break stuff down. But they produce a lot of liquid tea, which is like a very strong fertiliser. But hold on, since we're in the garden, this is where we come up into the garden. And the first thing we have here is all of our herbs.
All of the herbs. I mean, the mint right now is completely prolific.
Look at this.
Look at this mint is, and that's that. Oh, thank you. I love it. Using this in bouquets and flowers in the weddings. If you just put some mint in, it's just incredible.
Just touching the worms,
we
just
also
better
made
wash your
a
hands.
lot of mint tea with this last year. We're still using it. Just these dehydrated, you can buy them for like, anything from £20 upwards, and they are so handy.
I did my first dehydrator, was a solar powered dehydrator that I built with James, because using the sun to do it. But now, why would you bother? Because it's much easier and much more reliable. Just to get yourself a little thing. All it is basically a fan that takes the moisture. But look, you see, this is all herbs and rosemary. We have massive, we use quite a lot. But look, watch. If you do that and you break it off and you stick it on the ground, you get another rosemary bush. It is that sort of interesting.
But that just always amazes me. Oh, I'll use that. So this is always what pretty much 90% of the time we're using the little buttonholes. See? Already looks good.
Right? We'll
I'm going to actually just get a little bouquet of bits and pieces that Dickie's sort of picking and throwing away.
We do quite well for quality.
I
Sage.
love this sage. Look how it's just looking. Everything is looking vibrant right now, isn't it?
Right. We're talking here, we're May, and everything's sort of growing, and we've got an abundance of lots of stuff. That with butter and a little bit of garlic with pasta by itself, that's it. Or gnocchi with sage.
We're talking sage, aren't we?
Yeah, we're talking sage, yeah. I love it. Particularly good with monkfish, but that's another story. You see out here, we've got all sorts of stories. This, here we go. And hello, Mum, if you're there. Yes, this is the tree that Glenda gave Dad, and then Dad gave Bunny, and Bunny gave me. Okay, so it's over here, and I think you should have a good look at that. Short to Bun, it's my sister who's the gardener back home.
And who will be watching it?
Yes, and you see, and look how that's bursting out of itself. We had a real sort of, when we put it in, it was only about this big because it came from Northern Ireland, got planted, and something came and ate it. something came into the wall garden. We didn't have the gate then. Something came into the wall garden and ate the bay tree. I've never heard of anything eating a bay tree, but it came back.
You were quite heartbroken because you know, obviously it means a lot.
It's a family tree.
Yeah, it's a family tree. But look at it now.
Yeah.
I mean,
obviously you can tell how good things are out there because look, it's just bursting the frame.
It's completely.
Key element in our white soup blanche, one of our favourite, because it's an aromatic aromatic onion and garlic soup. It's a white soup made of onion and garlic, and we have bay in there adding the actual aromatics to it.
Lovely.
Okay.
Mum always adds it in her chicken soup as well.
Yeah.
So.
This was savage, wasn't it?
We savaged this year. So
yeah.
I've got to say, it always makes for a nice photograph. We love this bush.
The actual arch is it's always been wonky. Yeah.
It has always leant slightly back, and it's, you know, I'm the sort of person that will want to adjust a picture frame, but it does look beautiful, and it's just burst out in all of the gorgeous flowers. The kids are in our very expensive swimming pool, having a very good time. So we're actually taking you for a little guided tour with the background noise of Arthur and Dorothy playing. Which is lovely. We also, actually, it's probably worth saying because I'm quite sure you're going to get a glimpse of this. Arthur encouraged me to buy Dorothy a panda, which when we got back was the size of the paddling pool. No, that's really good preemptive in there because I would have been taking the mickey big time when we get over there. It's not a big pool. You'll see it. It's one of the blow up things, and you'll see it in a second. The panda is about 8 of me. All right. Oh, it's not. Get out of here. Oh, get out of here. Right, coming along and take. See, this is here to stop children running up into the garden. That's what we did. Oh, always your idea. And Chloe, can you cut Chloe? But just it looks so beautiful. You know, the herb area is just so lovely. Strawberries. Look at the strawberries. We got the strawberries are bursting out. Yes. There's lots of herbs in there. The oxeye daisies are actually classed as weeds, but we're keeping those anyway. Well, they look quite attractive. Do you remember? Was it last year when we did our Make Do Amend and we were doing the strawberry sort of story? And I've just always been fascinated by how resilient strawberry plants are. I mean, if you're not a gardener, actually just taking out the strawberry plants, and from a few strawberry plants you can get many. We probably bought half a dozen. We've got a bed over there. We've got these beds, more beds. I know, it's just incredible, isn't it? Would you like a strawberry, by the way? And they're looking very, very good. They've just started to sort of come out, haven't they? Look. Oh, we're going to keep going. We'll keep moving. We'll never get around. This is our problem. And the thing is, we buy our roses. They are scented roses. Right, we're going to do this. Watch, coming to camera, and it's going underneath the camera. Go on, Chloe. What do you think? Oh. Oh, delicious. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chloe going, oh. And it is actually really quite... What happened to Dorothy's when you picked her yesterday? I gave Dorothy a rose yesterday. She didn't know. She probably left it somewhere. Yeah. That's the truth. Do you know what? I actually didn't realise that not all roses were scented. All ours are. I know all of ours are, but we've bought specifically scented roses. Like so it's just, look at this. Oh, my gosh. Do you see how clever I am? See how clever I am? I'm making a pose in the way through. Come over this way. There's some things to show you. No, it's really interesting. See our these are our gooseberries, and there's nothing on our gooseberries yet. Yeah, your mum's gooseberries got gooseberries on it, and ours are a bit later in coming. But why is that, Dick? That's because we pruned it quite hard this year. Right. They'll be a bit later. Look at this. Wonderful. This is horseradish. This is what horseradish looks like. Yeah, and the roots are in there, and it's the roots that you actually take in your grate. That's a big pile of horseradish. It can become a weed, but why not have your own? It is so strong. If you go to a supermarket and buy a horseradish root, you can plant it and it'll turn into something like this. But plant it in a big container, something like sort of a rubbish bin, yeah, for a compost. Because then when it comes harvest time, you turn it out, you take away the ones you need, and you put the rest back in and just grow. It's very simple. We like things that are simple, don't we? We do. Oh, I just saw the most magnificent dragonfly. Okay. Blue. Whoa. I told you lies. Look under there. Look at my gooseberries. Get out. You see my gooseberries? Finger to the gooseberries to make sure you can find. There, Chloe, there. Look, there's gooseberries. We've got gooseberries. Oh, look, there's gooseberries very brave because gooseberries prickle a lot. You see them, they're all there. There's gooseberries galore. Not bad, huh? That is just wonderful. And the strawberries are looking, honestly, because we picked some yesterday.
We picked a lot yesterday.
And, well, some of them are not quite ready, but and you put all the straw down, didn't you, to sort of so that stop the gunkiness.
Oh, check for insects. Right, come on. We're gonna go on to this is Angela's flower quadrant here, okay? But let's come down here.
Okay, we're not going down it yet.
No, we're looking because look, Angela had a vision about trees meeting and going along the side.
I had a dream.
Yes. We're not there yet, by the way. But actually, you can see when we savage this, when these grow together, and all these are individual, different types of pears, apples, and plums.
Yeah, the ones that we got for the €6 in the supermarket, and actually none of the paths were laid down, but you started to kind of just sort of
find where they were.
And it's really, when you have done it slowly, you can forget what it was like once upon a time, because I'm just looking. I know you're coming back to this, but as you look down here,
no,
it just takes your breath away.
Don't let her look that way. One of the things I would say, we put these trees in knowing that we had stuff to do. That's good. Something doesn't work. We got stuff to put in here to establish the shape of it. But there was always this thing about them joining together at some stage, and there's sort of an archway coming through. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Well, I still love the idea. How do we get the archway to come through?
Well, we just start cutting. Well done. When it comes up and over, we just cut. Look, well done. These will can
what
join
do you
together.
cut? You've not got to sort of like put an archway in for them to follow.
Look. Oh look. We've got an arch. See? Or we just cut that off there and just let it come over the top. We don't want them to be much higher than this because you can't harvest easily. But we've got all sorts. Oh no, that's okay. Don't worry. I'll worry about that downstream. This is our plum, René Claude, Violette. It's a plum tree. It's quite well established on there. Everything's in on the little copper strips, and in there we look. Oh look! This is a plum, René Claude Violette, which means we're going to have a lovely, big, huge purple plum because they're massive.
Oh, they are wonderful, aren't they?
One thing that's really good about putting in fruit trees, by the way, is you do all the work putting them in. All right, there's a bit of pruning, a bit of control, getting rid of the dead disease, disorderly bits, all this, that sort of stuff. But you just get yield after yield, and the yield gets bigger. Yeah. With less work, you get more. Now that has to be very sensible.
Well, one of my main sort of like childhood memories are our trees. Yeah. You know, it was the plum tree, the apple tree that Mum always made sort of apple pies from.
That's these ones, by the way. Yeah. Bramleys are Bramleys. There's not many Bramley trees in France, but we've got some. These are our Bramleys.
Imported, especially from Mum by your mum, which I think is just such a lovely story. So, and look, there's more of these little bad boys coming up. That's enough.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. You see, and they've all got the labels on to say what these are, because this is pretty delicious. Now this is a John of Gold. That's a John of Gold. That was hugely prolific last year. The John of Gold. And we're going to come up to say, look, this one needs. You can see the archway here when I trim this.
Oh yeah, well exactly. And also, do you remember all the apple juice that we had last year from all the different apples?
Yeah, different flavours.
Gosh, you see the garden, everything creates memories. But I just remember these trees when they were just wee.
Look, come on, Chloe. Say hello, you two. Go on, say hello. It's a Chateau swimming pool. On the box on the right hand side there, we got a salt filter on it to keep it clean, so we don't have to keep changing the water in it. And it's a very simple filter, which is like a sand filter, and there's a salt chlorine producer, because sodium chloride and chlorine just keeps it all right. So it's a salted water pool.
And it does actually, it works fine. I mean, besides
it's worked fine for
2 years.
This is the third?
This is the third year.
Third year.
We got it during lockdown. It was a lot of fun.
We spent a lot of time in there, didn't we?
Did.
Now,
sunflower bed. So this is our sunflower bed that we've put down.
This year.
We've done it for this year. We've always had quite lovely sunflower beds, and I mean Arthur's grown them. We've grown them all together, and sometimes all of our seeds have got mixed together, and we've got little ones, really, really tall ones, orange ones. It's just the variety is incredible. I think this year a lot of them will be the same because they came from originally Sarah and Richard's grandfather, who used to grow sunflowers, and then sort of, you know, give them always to Sarah, who's getting married here next month. Now, when the first time they ever came to the chateau, she told us that they want to have a wedding and want to have her grandfather's sunflowers because he wasn't here anymore, and a bit of a homage to him. And you know what, every year we've planted those, and then we've kept the seeds, and to be honest, it has been, you know, it's then the wedding got cancelled again, and then we've gone through, but now we are here and the wedding is in a month's time, and I am hoping for some sunflowers, but we'll wait and see. But we can only do what we're gonna do.
We're gonna have some lovely sunflowers anyway.
They are growing though.
Hold on, they're shooting up now.
They're
sunflowers.
shooting up.
It takes a little bit to get the first little bit, and then they come up. We've had some misses, so I've replanted some of those, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Get some more.
There must have been the ones that you planted.
Yeah. Well, while we're looking here, the carpets and stuff that's all on top of that, that's just weed suppressing, so that it makes it easier to put the cultivator over that, so it was digging it so hard.
I wondered why. And oh, this is just my heaven. Look at all of this. So that buddleia was looking a bit sad, but it's coming back a little bit now.
It's coming back great. It's just a bit slower because we had to salvage it. Yeah. By the way, perennial pea. If you like sweet pea, this is a year-on-year sweet pea, and there's masses of it here. That's a sweet pea that grows year on year.
I mean, the perennials are the thing now. There's no one that really, I mean, people do, but no, I'm just saying, it's because a lot of this stuff is just coming back year on year. We don't have to do anything. If you know, obviously our eucalyptus trees, but the peonies, which I don't know why they've ended up sort of right by the eucalyptus trees, but you know, they are quite embedded, and they come back year on year. And also, a lot of our wildflowers have come from just the seeds, and they just come back, they just reseed themselves. I mean, this is all wild. I mean, the buttercup.
Well, that has to be weeded, that's why.
It does, but it looks so beautiful right now that we kind of I don't want to do it, because actually it looks lovely. And I can pick from the grasses, and you know, there may be, I think for Richard and Charlotte, because it's sunflowers, because it's yellow, if some of these last.
Richard and Sarah.
Richard and Sarah. Who did I say?
Charlotte.
Oh.
Rich and Charlotte was our very first wedding.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
She's getting older now, my girl. She sometimes forgets
but
these things.
I'll use these in sort of the table flowers and stuff, because you know, you've got these lovely grasses. You should be using them as well. Everything is fantastic.
You may want to stay closer, Chloe. I don't know how good the sound's going to be if you're too far away, kiddo, because we want to make sure. Look at these. When did we plant those? I have no idea.
Oh, no, but these are all from our sort of wildflower seeds and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
they've just been there for a long time.
All of our sort of sweet Williams. I cannot believe.
I love lupins, by the way, and we had one lupin plant. See all these lupins? We had one lupin plant to begin with. Then we got another one, and they were looking weedy. And then we split them, and then we put them together.
Yeah,
and they're all sort of nearly died, and they're all sort of now coming.
This is next one. I'm going to pick some of these because they're all having really bright flowers. But
look at the bees.
How beautiful
look at all the bees, little white-tailed bees, white-tailed bumblebees, all working away. Can you see? Look.
Oh.
See all the pollen on their feet. See all the pollen. They're going to go back to their little.
I'm so happy.
Communities, they're all in there. Look at how busy. A lot of whitetails there, actually. It's good.
Yeah.
It's still lovely. And we'll go to Arby's. We'll have to walk over to Arby's, because Arby's have been very busy. Yeah. Chloe's watching where she's stepping now, because there's all sorts of creepy crawlies in here. Go on, go.
Yeah. Oh no! Also, there are amongst the weeds, there are a number of stinging nettles. Oh, this is quite a good colour. I'm after this.
I didn't even know it was there.
I'm after sort of a Bordeaux kind of colour for this week,
colour.
Isn't it? I wonder if any more is going to come out.
Yeah, well, that's what you see.
Been really surprised. Haven't been able to get any deep burgundy flowers for this week's wedding, but I've got a couple of ideas.
Smell that? Because it's a little tiny.
Like a little. Oh my
Considering
gosh.
it's a very small rose, it's still it's very scented, isn't it?
They will get bigger, as you know, they're gonna.
Well, no, the flower. There's just a small headed. Lots of small flowers.
Lots of small flowers. Our lavender, which will come up.
Yeah, and you'll be using that soon for all your bits as well.
Yeah.
There's quite a few bits of lavender there. This is Jerusalem artichoke bed. 9-foot tall daisies when it finishes. They'll be way up in the sky, and there'll be big yellow flowers on them. We like those. But this is. Let's get towards where the. Let's go towards the potting shed. I want to talk seeds.
We haven't even gone over to your the sort of like the most sort of the area that we spend the most time cultivating is all the raised beds with the fruit and veg. Oh, look at this. That is a different shaped eucalyptus. leaf. I'm liking that. You know, this is all looking very glorious. This is what everybody wants in their bouquets. Just look at the beautiful colours on it. You know,
hold on. That's a quid. That's a quid.
No, you get to the end, but it's incredibly.
Sorry, is this a quid?
Incredibly expensive here in.
Is that a pound? Is that a pound?
Yeah.
It is. It's a pound. Yeah. Look how many pounds. Because I savaged it and cut it back. Those are going to be nice. Those little ones, by the way.
You savaged those ones, darling.
I savaged all of these. Look, all of these.
Okay, but this was a savage with.
This is a pollard, not a coppice. Difference. Pollard is up high, coppice is down low.
Yeah.
And
yes. We've had lots of arguments about this. That is another peony. I've got a bunch of peonies that are not going to be ready for this weekend.
That's what I think of a peony there. That big sort of flower.
Yeah, exactly. That is stunning. And actually, I might be able to use that. I feel quite excited. It's only a couple of days away from the weddings, and a lot of this stuff has been planted. All we've got brides, you know, we've got Tolly and Tim who were meant to get married in 2020, and all the peonies, you know, apart from that I love them, they were done with literally those in mind.
Right, we've got, come on, let's go this way. I want to see, look, see the irises that are up?
Oh, they look nice.
Yeah, we've got the fish in there. Not all of the edges of the water are accessible to the fish to allow the little bugs to live in peace. Koi's are quite expensive, and we end up buying quite a reasonable size. We've got one each for Arthur and Dorothy, didn't we?
Yeah.
But the actual Dorothy's one was slightly more expensive. That's about 20 euros.
It was.
It's quite a lot of money for us. Goldfish, that's a bit too shy. But it.
And she named it
Uni. She named it Uni.
Carpe unicorn.
Unicarp. What was it? Unicarp.
Unicarp.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta put it in the water. They only had one fin. So we paid 20 euros for a specimen little koi, only about this big, that only had one fin called Uni, which seemed to fit. The bloody thing has grown. I have to have a look at it, because if you see Uni in there, Uni's over there, by the way. Clo, I don't know if you can see. Too many nettles. Can you look through there? Can you see the size of them? Maybe you should come around. Look at that dragonfly. Look at that dragonfly. Look here, straight in front of me. Can you get into that dragonfly? Look at that. That is a hawker. They go around flying and eating other insects. And if you look down past it now, since transition shot, that's down to Uni and the little one. Uni's huge. And if you had both fins, you'd probably be worth a lot of money now. As it is, he's just a little stumpy. You see that good? That dragonfly? That blue one. Up, just in front of the arrow, straight in front of me.
Oh wow!
I haven't seen one. That's a. There you go.
Oh my God.
You see what he did? He's on there. He saw another insect.
Can you get your phone, get a picture of it?
Yeah, but I think he's looking to see if he sees another insect fly past. He's going to go and catch and eat it.
I saw a baby one before. Do you know what?
Did you hear what I said there, Donnie? Did you hear what I said there? Because that's quite sort of relevant. What he's going to do is he's waiting there. He saw a honeybee fly past, and he went out to investigate, because if he sees a little insect, he's going to actually eat it. Because he's hawking. That's what keeps down our muzzies and midges. Oh, there he is. He's keeping. Oh, do you see him try to take it in the air? That's brilliant, by the way. That is so much fun. Oh, he doesn't look like he's messing around. He's quite a big, strong one. Okay, and look, we've got the bees. Come back, Coco.
Go, and you go. I don't want to go near the bees, if that's okay.
Nice little red colours in the wild fennels. Come, Coco, come with me. Come with me. Come with me, come over here. Come here. Trust me. Look at the bees down there. See the actual landing boards. See them all coming in and out. That's the first hive and the second hive. Not far enough, you're not going any further forward. You see them on the hives, they're coming in. That's good, it's a lovely sunny day, there's lots of flowers and the bees are working. So off you go, Coco, don't be too close to them. I don't want to disturb my bees, they're making me honey. Right, you guys together? Nice
I've got the best I can. I haven't seen a dragonfly like that in quite a while. I don't ever remember dragonflies being in the walled garden before your pond. We used to have them over by the Moat and the domes. Is that correct?
That's
I
true.
mean, you wanted to create that kind of ecosystem here, and
wanted to also get the tadpoles in and get the toads and everything. We've got slow worms. Keep finding a lovely slow worm yesterday as well. We've got a mixture of things. Anything that eats the bugs. That's what we're into. Now we haven't got. We'll probably sort of get to this right. We're just having a little walk around. Come in here. Come into the potting shed. Go to the potting shed, Clo.
Are you alright, babies?
Yeah, good. Come in. I want to show you this. Look. I've planted up a bed. There we are. This is our rainbow corn. Look at this. This is the rainbow corn, and it's corn seeds to be planted. Now is the time to get your sweet corn in. And I bought some rainbow corn seeds. I can't tell you how much it hurt me. That many seeds was probably 10 euros. And it was painful. It was painful. But since then, that was what, 3 years ago now? Yeah. Now, since then, what we do is we give people all the different coloured seeds to plant. And we keep seed. And you know, there we go. We've got our leek seeds from last year up there. What have we got up there? We've got, that's got flowers. I can't remember which one that one is. Salad bowl lettuce, chives, coriander seeds. All of the seeds are in various bags around the place. Look, here's kale from last year. Purple sprouting broccoli seeds, all in bags, so they all drop off and keep them. Yeah. That water all came from the deluge. The potting shed is in use.
I love your potting shed. What's so nice is when you come in here, because the walled garden is so warm, and that's why one of the reasons that I love the idea of the pool being there, because it protects you against the wind. And then it can get very hot, and then you come in here, and it's all so nice and cool.
And why is the walled garden protected from the wind? Well, walled gardens have, sitting back a distance from them, a perimeter of big trees. And the wind that comes up over there, as it tries to come back down towards the actual ground, it has to start going up again because there's trees on the other side. And it never actually allows the wind to touch down in the walled garden. So it's calmer in here than it is elsewhere. And it's a wind obstacle all the way around. Look, all the way around we've got this. Incredible. And that's the way the wind comes in. It never quite gets down to be turbulent in here, which means it's nice and calm and it's quite nice. And the children that you'll see that wee tiny panda? You see that wee panda there?
There's some. All right, I'm going.
Let's have a look at this wee panda.
I'm going to distract everyone now because I don't think anyone has seen from this point of view the chateau. Because when we finished last season, we had done the front of the chateau, including the towers. We were never going to be able to get the other three sides done, and that has been part of what we've been doing this year. Sort of Rob and Steve have been doing that. And now when we look at it, it's incredible. We've got a couple of photographs. In fact, I'll put them in the wall. A couple of photographs where that wasn't done. And you couldn't believe the difference, could you, between the two of them? It was phenomenal.
I'm looking up there and actually it looks different. It does look pretty smart, doesn't it?
But it still looks like the chateau, and that was the big important thing.
The walled garden, we haven't actually taken you all the way around, but this is our cam for the storm, all right? Because we ramp up with cooking, the final scrubbing, and so walking all the way down the stairs, dusting on the way down, waiting for people to come through the door.
I love
the bar's stocked, the kitchen's all stocked.
Yeah.
I've got a lovely young sous chef, hope you meet, called Eddie from Tunisia. He only speaks French, which is really interesting to see what food they're going to get. But we're just about to ramp up into all the energy.
Thank you. No, it's truly lovely.
Yeah.
Shall we get in a pool?
I'm afraid to say you can't join us for that. The world is not ready. Listen, have a lovely time, and thank you very much for joining us. And we didn't get very far around the garden, did we? But
well, then we'll do the next half next time.
We can do.